Monday, guys. Where did the weekend go? It's already Monday. But I wanted to give you guys a quick update before I continued on with the infamous Iron Flame. As you guys saw, we started reading this on Friday. My goal for this weekend was to have finished all, if not most, of this book. But yeah, that did not happen. I'm currently at page 290. And I wanted to give you guys a quick update because I know that I will read, or at least that's the goal for today, read a whole chunk of this during my lunch break. But where do I begin? First of all, I've heard mixed reviews of this book. I've seen a lot of reviews that gave this 5 stars, loved it, were very happy with this second book of the series. But I've seen a whole bunch of other reviews where they were not necessarily happy with this one. They were expecting a lot more. I'm halfway. I don't want to say too much, but basically it starts off right off where the first book left off, which the first book is Fourth Wing. I gave that book 5 stars. It was my first fantasy book. I loved it. Very easy to follow. I loved it. And this one starts right off there, and we basically now have Violet involved with Xaden and his whole issues. I don't want to say too much because then you kind of give off the second part, right? But so far I'm enjoying it. I'm into the story, and we shall see. I mean, anything could change. I know the first few pages, like, they were a bit slow. I want to say the first 50-60 pages were a bit slow, but after that I think it picked up. At least for me, it picked up, and I'm definitely into the book. So we shall see where this goes. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update, and I'll give you guys another update when I want to say 2/3 into the book. So yeah. Okay guys, time for an update. I know I haven't said much in this vlog, but it's a bit hard because Iron Flame, as you guys know, is book 2 of this series, and you don't want to say too much and spoil it. But I'm currently at page 368. And I'm a few pages into what's part 2 of the book. I completely forgot there was a part 1, or like a page that said part 1. I don't know if I maybe skipped it when I first started the book, or because it was right at the beginning I forgot. But there is a part 1, and I am a few pages in part 2. So I figured it was time for an update and kind of wanted to summarize or give a little bit of details on part 1. Of course, not giving too much, not spoiling it, but basically, like I said, Iron Flame starts right where Fourth Wing ended. If you know, you know. And we have Violet dealing with a whole bunch of issues, basically the aftermath of everything that has happened. She is dealing with Xaden and trusting him again because he kept a lot of secrets from her from Fourth Wing, and she's kind of like, can I trust you? Can I not trust you? Should I not trust you? And she's trying to make Xaden promise that there will be no more secrets, but with this whole revolution, Xaden is like, no, there will always be secrets. And so she's dealing with Xaden and, you know, the love part and the trust issues. And then she's also dealing with her friends who she used to be very close with, but now she's kind of keeping her distance. And, you know, she has her reasons. She knows too much. She doesn't want to risk their safety. And we have new characters coming on along in the book, you know, new friends, new enemies, and you know, just a whole series of events. And we have a lot of details of the revolution that's going on. Like, I can see why people maybe are not enjoying this book as much as Fourth Wing, because Fourth Wing was kind of more like always like, it kept you on your toes. It was always there was always something going on, whether it was the romantic part or the like the not the challenges, what were they called, like anything that had to do with the training and all of that. Like, it always, I remember that book kept me on my toes. Like, it just wanted me to read more, as opposed to this book. We have some parts where it can slow down because we get a lot of details on the revolution that's going on, like details on the wards, on the history, on the weapons. And so I can see why maybe people are not enjoying this book as much, because it's a little bit more on the serious side, I want to say. So it does slow down for some parts, but overall I want to say I am enjoying the book. There was this part I can't say what the part is, but I captured it while I was recording myself, and it was too graphic, too detailed. So there are parts that are like really good and like keep you there, but there are also the parts where it kind of gets a bit like if it's not your thing, you might find it a little bit of, I guess, a little bit boring or serious. But overall, I want to say the book is good. If you were on the fence of whether you should or not read it, I would say to give it a try. But yeah, so that's what I have for now. I am page 368, so we shall continue and see how this book ends. We finished Iron Flame, and oh my gosh, you guys, so worth to read the whole book just to get to the ending. I finished reading the book during my lunch break, and I did not want to end the day without talking to you guys about it because, oh my god, the ending leaves you like, what the... Like, just like Fourth Flame, this book leaves you there hanging, wanting more. And I can say it's definitely worth reading till the end. I think the last time I spoke, I had just started part 2. And like I had mentioned before, there are parts that are a little bit slower. You know, you don't get that feeling where like, oh my god, you just want to keep on reading. But I think it's necessary for this book to do that because if I'm not mistaken, Rebecca Yarros did mention that there will be a part like a book 3 to this series, and I think that this book had to kind of build a world for us, had to like give us details that we needed to know. Like, if you read the whole book, you know that whatever information they were giving us, like that boring information about history, about wars, about whatever it was, like, it is important to know that stuff in order to understand the whole book. So I can see why we were given so much information, but it can also be a little overwhelming. But I loved it. I loved the book. Like I said, it's not like it had me there like on my toes the whole time, but it was definitely such a good book. I'm in between giving it like a 4 and a 4.25 stars. I think I'm gonna go more for a 4.25. Not giving it a 5 stars because I still do think that Fourth Wing was better for me, just because, like I said, it always had me there wanting to read more, and this didn't do that. It is a really long book. I mean, the book itself is 623 pages, but the words are pretty tiny, I guess. They are pretty tiny. I looked up the Kindle version and it says that I think the page count on the Kindle is 800 something, almost 900 pages. So I think that it's not necessarily that it took me long because I was not into the book. It was more because it is a long book and there's a lot of information to get, but it's good, guys. I recommend it. It's good. I can't say too much because I don't want to give anything away. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but it's definitely a good book. If you enjoyed Fourth Wing, I do recommend reading this one. I don't know, let me know if you guys want me to give more information. I just don't want to spoil it for you guys, but it gets better. It gets better. You understand so many things in part 2, and more than anything, I want to say the last 50 to 30 pages, like, that's where it's like, that's where you are like, oh my god, like, I have to keep on, and yeah, the end is just like, whoa. So yeah, guys, so that's it for this vlog. Thank you so much to all of you who took the time to watch this reading vlog and come with me to read Iron Flame. I hope to bring more reading vlogs to you. Let me know in the comments what kind of books you guys are reading at the moment. I think my next read is going to be something romantic or a thriller, because I kind of had a lot of fantasy for this book for now. So I want to move on to like either a rom-com or a thriller to kind of, you know, change the mood for a minute and then go back possibly to another fantasy book. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.